Alrighty then, folks. Hello there, and welcome back to some more Gundam Breaker. It is... Well, I finally fixed my sleep schedule. It's been like 2 days, so I figure I'll put in another one. I was supposed to record them like yesterday, but I didn't, so meh. We are here. We have begun Chapter 6. Everything's been upgraded. Lynn's got a new suit. Sheena put on a couple of upgrades. Apparently the same amount of people who normally log in can log in still. I get why they add NPCs.
Oh,
I get why they do that, but okay, game. Anyway, though, last episode was fun, wasn't it? Chaos finally did his chaosy things, and now we have to fight against him in the standard beta test. We get to choose one of 4. We can get a Kamara's Vidar. We can get some Freedom Gundam rail cannons. We can get the mustache, or we can get a propellant tank that we can drop on somebody. You know, now that I've played a lot of this, looking back on it, what's the point in all of this? Why not just give it to us all at one time? Oh hey, we can get the Gujin's hammer. So do we want to... Let's murder the ice and fire guy first, the ice girl, and then the fire guy first. And then we'll do Gustav and Dora next episode. You know, the ones I'm actually interested in. As is tradition, I have made no changes to my suit. This is a vague Sosby, is just the one I'm going with this campaign. Or game. Who would have guessed?
カルパッチョって言ったら女の子のアバターだった人だっけ？
ああ、準決勝で戦った相手だな。可愛い子ちゃんだったからよーく覚えてるぜ。
本当に女の子に関してだけは物覚えがよろしいのですね。
でも実際彼女はすごい人気者やし、記憶に残りやすいんかもしれんな。フリーダムフリートの中でもプレイの配信動画の視聴者数はダントツなんやって。
ああ。
敵として相対する以上、注目すべきなのは人気よりも戦闘能力の方だ。
確かに操縦技術は天才的だったな。それに機体の方もいい仕上がりだった。
奴の機体のベースはアビスガンダム、水陸両用機体だ。となるとおそらく水場での戦闘になるだろうな。
Yo, are we gonna get an underwater stage?
機体の性能を最大限活かせるような場所で待ち構えているってことだね。
だが、地の利は人の輪にしかずとも言う。たとえ地の利が向こうにあっても、チームワークで対抗すれば遅れは取らないはずだ。人選は君に任せよう。ベストだと思うメンバーを選出してくれ。
Lynn and Sheena, I'm thinking. Oh, that was it. Alright. Let's go Lynn and Sheena, and then in the next one we'll do Tao and Mashima, and then Rhyme and Artal. Oh, Jin's there. Oh. Oh yeah, we did Jin last time though with Misa, didn't we? Yeah. I think that'll be a good balance. I wonder if we could launch alone. It'd be fun. I thought I was going to do an IBO one for this, but I just honestly don't know if I want to change. In IBO suit, I meant. I kind of wish the rebow was in this one. I think I would use it the whole time if it was. That was in one of the DLCs for 3, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it was in New Gundam Breaker. I cannot remember. Oh, that was the Hyperion Gundam. Hyperion based off the Dreadnought. So, fun thing about the Dreadnought that I didn't know about until very recently. It's made by the same guy who made the F-91. Apparently he made most of the seed suits. And that's why the Hyperion and the Dreadnought just look like the seed equivalent of the F-91. So, can we really get mad at Seed for copying designs that the same guy made? I don't know. However, 90% of Seed suits are literally repeats from UC, and I still have a problem with it. Even if it is the same guy. Though, I still think, like, the Gion, the Gelgoog, the Zaku, and the Goof were egregious more than anything. But that's just because the Jin is cool, yo. What the fuck? Come on. Like, the Jin is cool, the Guaz was super cool. I mean, the Din was okay. I love how its face looks, but the overall silhouette is kind of funky. Oh hey, Sheena was actually doing something. Nice. But everyone knows the best seed suit is the Zuat. Yeah, we combined the gun tank and the Gigan. And if you don't know what a Gigan is, it's, I think from UC, that is basically, we mounted a gun on top of a cart. And we roll it around by somebody else and fire with it. Oh hey, the Mei. Oh yeah, wasn't I gonna do something with the Mei at one point? I might do that as a bonus episode after we finish up the story. So I'm guessing there's 7 chapters so far, and there's going to be 5 missions per chapter unless they change it. They might have changed it with this chapter, but that'd be weird. So I think that's going to be like 4 to 5 more episodes. I'll probably do all the hunt in an extra all the hunts in a very long episode, and then anything extra or bonusy we unlock for beating the game after that. That's the plan anyway. Who knows if I'll actually stick to it. Oh hey, the Savior Gundam. So, in the beginning of Seed Destiny, Zaft built 3 mobile suits again. Or, well, Zaft this time built 5 mobile suits. Whereas in the previous one, in the previous season, the Earth Federation had built the mobile suits, and then Zaft stole them. So the Phantom Pain, who are the special forces for the Earth Federation, decided to steal some mobile suits, and they steal 3 of them. The Abyss, the What? No, it's not the Forbidden. I always get this one wrong. It's the Abyss, the Gaia, and one other suit that I can't remember the name of. And I swear I looked it up like a week ago. Or, actually, that was like a month ago now. Fuck. Anyway, they stole 3 mobile suits. The 2 they didn't steal was the Impulse, which was, well, we've seen that one before. That was Shin's mobile suit, the main character, and also their equivalent of the Strike. And then the Savior, which was the Aegis. Or the equivalent of the Aegis. And for whatever reason, the guy who led Zaft sold it to a, not sold. He gave the Savior to Alex Domino, i.e. Atherin's Olive, the former son of the chairman of Zaft, who was declared a war criminal. Also, who defected to the enemy. That's fine. Oh, Chaos. Yeah, right. That makes sense. You know, Abyss, Chaos, Savior. Oh, hey, and then the Destiny. This year's the Impulse, by the way. Not the thing I'm slashing, the thing I'm aiming at. That's the one that's like the Victory, and you can fly it around in 3 parts and swap out parts. Which is a really cool concept, I like it. Oh, hey. There's the Loot Goblin. I just don't care about money right now, I'm sorry. I have so much and I don't have a use for it. Like, the shop doesn't have enough. Then again, I kind of prefer that to not having enough money and having to grind, so fair enough. So, in Gundam Seed, you know how the main character, or well, the main guy who drives the plot, George Glenn, the first coordinator who is genetically engineered to be a genius and was a star football player and found a moon on Saturn and actually went to Saturn, developed the colonies and Zaft and all that stuff. Well, turns out he was a clone, and he was cloned a couple more times. And not only that, but somebody else figured out how to clone people. And Mula Flaga, who is the mentor character who died at the end. Spoilers. Except for that's not actually the case, and that would have been a good story. Anyway. Excess bitching for no reason, but, so Mula Flaga is a clone of his dad, or brother. I'm not sure what that would be with clones. But one of the other clones that was unsuccessful was the main bad guy, Raleigh Croissant. And he piloted a mobile suit at the end called the Legend. That was that thing we just killed. That would be spoilers if you didn't find out by episode 5. Is also the Char clone of the series. And weirdly enough, kinda has a point, sort of. And then about halfway through they make a heel turn and it's like, oh yeah, right, this guy's a bad guy. Who needs nuance? Oh, okay. Completely unrelated side note. Rhyme, the Dom Cannon guy, his shield was from the Grimoire. Which explains why I didn't remember what it looked like. The Grimoire, I think, is in 1 episode, maybe 2. And then the Red Beret is a ape on Votoms, which is a completely different series. Yeah, so Mu's a clone. And he gets new type senses for his other clones. Wait, what?
そんなの面白そうだからに決まってるじゃん。カオスに頼めばガンプラをめっちゃ強化してくれるしさ、それでぶっ放せるのが最高に気持ちいいんだよね。目立てるしさ。だいたいあんたたちだって使ってたじゃん。私があの AI にウイルスを移してあげたおかげで準決勝を勝てたんだし。
AI にウイルス、まさかあなたがリリンさんにウイルスを。
あれ、あの AI あんたたちには黙ってたんだ。仲間に黙ってるなんてひどいね。そう、 GBV をあの AI に移したのはこの私。まあ私が君の友達だって言って近づいたから、あの AI もあっさり私と握手して観戦してくれたんだけどね。
リリンさんを騙すなんて、その所業許せません。
うっさいな。所詮ゲームでしょ。本気になっちゃってさ。さあ、無駄話はいいからバトルしようよ。みっししししししししし。
So, normally I would be sarcastic about that, but that actually totally works as motivation. Like, this is legitimately a game, and she is playing a game, and streaming, and making money by streaming. There's like a half a dozen people who follow that same trend. Weird, right? God, imagine making money on the internet. It'd be so nice. I actually think I got my first payout from YouTube like somewhere in 2022, I think. I really should play like Krieg's Front or something and actually be able to do ads. That would be nice. Oh, there's multiples. Interesting. I was expecting her to go mobile armor form. But anyway, back on topic. I mean, legitimately, her motivation is, hey, this is a game, let's play a game and, you know, get viewers. Okay. Sure, whatever. Have fun transitioning to a different game. You're gonna lose you're gonna lose 20% of your viewership, because, let's be real here, no one's watching her for the game. It's for the personality and parasocial relationship. I don't think she'll be in very bad straits after this, but she'll have a reputation of being weird. Also, it's vaguely Japan-based, so the fact that she joined a dudes guild will probably affect her ratings more than, you know, committing crimes. What am I talking about? No one gets in trouble for committing crimes these days. In my logical brain sense brain, she would get in trouble for, you know, all of this, but she's gonna get more popular than ever. She's probably gonna get like 60,000 subs out of this whole week, and she's not gonna care. Just buy a house and go.
あんたみたいなやつに負けたらリリンに合わせる顔がないもん。ああ、もうムカつく。
一歩前進ですね。
Oh right, expansion slots. I forgot about those. Hey, we got freedom wings. Ooh, what feature did we get? We had to level up to get custom poses? Wait, I had to level up to use dioramas? Sorry, I forgot about custom... Or not custom poses, expansion slots. I forgot I got those. Oh. Ooh. So I can always guard, I guess? Evade instant death. Okay, so they kind of have rarities, or... No, okay, so it can have up to 3 slots and they do different stuff. All the thruster slots, I guess. Long-ranged weapon attack would be good. Or the homing long-range weapon plus shooting mode. I can't tell if this is red because it's a reduction or if that's actually a good thing. Like, max duration for combo minus 35%. Why would I ever equip that? Shield HP capacity? Patacity? Expand function shooting mode. Hate up. I might actually equip that. I think that would be useful. Auto guard. I'm gonna increase my hate generation. So I guess those are just static bonuses you can throw on to not affect your parts or have to combine pieces. I guess that's cool.
Mission count high.
What did we get for chapter? Oh. There's no chapter 6. Alright. Gallus, Nightingale, some Sumo, some Pale Rider. Oh, and the Arachne. I'm gonna go for the Nightingale. So I might build a Nightingale. And just go all wide between episodes all of a sudden. I think that would be fun. I think I already had the kit for the Nightingale though, so I don't actually need to do this. But screw it, let's do it. So, you guys do anything interesting recently?
ほな行こうか。
攻撃は最大の防御。
Oh hey, a Garmazaku. Has an axe, apparently. Which is interesting. Or no, this is the Charzaku, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Charzaku. Okay, never mind. That is not Salmon Pink. This is a Shin Matsunaga. Zaku 2. Shin Matsunaga was one of those people from UC that got popular because they released a list of the highest ranking aces in both the Federation and Zeon. And so they had to create characters for them, and different artists over time have done different things. Shin Matsunaga was the best friend of one of the leaders of the Zabi family, or of Zeon and the Zabi family, Gozel Zabi. He was the White Giant. They were stationed at Solomon together, though he eventually got sent away to take care of Minerva, who was born on Solomon, you know, the giant space base, and got sent back to Side 3 and very narrowly survived being murdered. Well, being killed in the Battle of Solomon. And he would eventually join the AEUG 7 years later, after he joined the Federation for some time, and he piloted a Zeta. And then eventually he would rejoin Zeon. You know, do some things and then disappear. As most people did.
やられてへん。
And we got our Thunderbolt Zaku and our Thunderbolt GM, or Gundam. I don't know if any of Shin's stuff has been translated to English. I haven't really been following translated manga all that much, besides giving Zionic money on Patreon, because that dude means a lot to me. Oh, I was stun locked there. Alright. By a simple machine gun. Got it. But yeah, I don't know if he's been translated or not, but he's in Encounters in Space, which is a very fun PS2 game that I need to get around to playing sometime. I'm just real bad at rail shooters, and, you know, I don't find them all that fun. And once you get past the rail shooter part, I love Encounters in Space. So maybe I'll play that. I also need to go through and play all of Zionic Front, I think. I haven't played it in so long, though, and it doesn't render very well. It doesn't emulate very well. So I'd actually have to go hook up my PS2, which would mean I'd have to go buy a broken PS2 and rebuild it. Which I guess I could. I kind of have some time around Christmas now, so I might go and do that. I don't know. I'll talk about that later. Yeah, I've talked about Thunderbolt, right? That the whole thing is the main character's, like, bar story, and they're trying to pretend like it's legitimate, but it isn't. And in real life, the writer was like, well, I don't want to be handed down the baggage from UC and canon, so I made my own story. And then he made some really strange decisions that are like, ah, yes, this is somebody telling a story. Got it. He did the equivalent of having someone in World War II roll out an Abrams and be like, ah, yes, we have these and we don't use them because it's not the right time. And then they spend, like, literally 5 volumes flying at each other, screaming. And yes, I know somebody who watches this could be like, well, that's not all they're doing. I'm aware. I being hyperbolic. I'm sorry. This here is the Gundam Alex. It was built like a week before the end of the war to prototype all the technology of the next era. And then it got killed by Santa Claus. 0083 is a Christmas movie, and watch it on Christmas. It's great. Well, Christmas series. And these are some space-type GM commands. Oh. Misa's still in the or not Misa. Lynn is still in the original, God, what was it called? The Pharesia, I think? And yeah, Tao's here too, I guess. I'm able to change that, right? And I just didn't. Oh, hey, the camphor again. I guess the Zaku FC isn't as, like, picturesque as the Camper. The Camper's a weird boy in the fact that it's incredibly unarmored because it's designed to be reassembled in a shipping container and then go and blow some shit up and then disassembled and shipped somewhere else. Really cool concept. I wish that we got them earlier in the war and we got some information about, like, oh yeah, these are Zeon hit-and-run tactics early on the Earth before the invasion happened or something. But instead, they treat it like most other super suits, and even though it's lightly armored by tinfoil, it can stand up to basically anything, so is what it is. In Long War, which was my my AU, where I actually use the lore from that gets put in by Victory and a couple of the other series like Hardline, and I make the 1 Year War actually closer to World War II. Campers were one of the first things they had, and they quickly had to phase them out because Type 61 tanks were able to kill them. Which, Type 61 tanks were the mainstay for the Federation forces for like 9 months. Unless you got by Origins, where they had mobile suits the entire time. They just weren't very good. But, tanks were the mainstay, and they were generally leftovers from World War III that happened almost 100 years ago that they were keeping in service because it was more expensive to replace them. And they figured space was going to be the primary battlefield. So why did they need troops on Earth? Because Zeon invaded Earth. And yeah, so they kept sending campers at him, and campers would do a ton of damage until they get any resistance whatsoever, and then it gets bad. I had some people playing it as an RPG when I was first creating the concept of it, and one of the players actually played a camper, and did so real well. I guess it's what you get when you have a bunch of guerrilla warfare experts playing a tabletop about guerrilla warfare. One of my friends hacked Twilight 2000 into having giant robots, which worked surprisingly well. Twilight 2000 is, so you know those crunchy systems? And then imagine making it even more crunchy and more gun nerdy. That's Twilight 2000. It's about World War III, where the Soviet Union wasn't anything like the real-life Soviet Union. Because it somehow survived the breakup of the Soviet Union and then reformed itself. And then, like, you know, didn't get defeated by Sweden in combat. The developers were Swedish, so a lot of the stuff is like, ah yes, and then the Swedish came. Fun game. I do recommend it. If you do play it, look into the Alien Invasion module that, or third-party module that came out in, I want to say, 1992. You can fight, like, War of the Worlds Martian walkers and stuff. It's really fun. But it's one of those games where, like, you have to track ammo and stuff or it falls apart. So if that's not what your group's into, I wouldn't recommend it. But yeah, I had people, like, stealing Zaku's, rigging up the reactors to explode. And, like, we never did fight a Nightingale, did we? Or did we just get parts for a Nightingale? Did we just get a Nightingale backpack? Maybe I clicked the wrong one, who knows. Yeah, it's one of those games where you have to, like, track ammo and food usage and that kind of stuff, and you have to keep hammering on the players to get stuff done. I fuck with that, but my current group does not, so it's kind of like, oh, alright, I guess I'll do it. I'll play with somebody else. And so I played with people in real life. I might do another game over Christmas. That might be fun.
このミッションの相手は四天王の黒カンテだ。
真紅のカラーリングの機体を操ることから火炎の黒鑑定って異名があるんや。
バトルトーナメントの時には四天王のリーダーだと名乗っていましたね。
それ言うた後すぐ否定されてたからほんまのところは分からんけど、黒鑑定はめっちゃ紳士的な人格者で正々堂々とした勝負を好むことで知られとるんや。そういう意味じゃあの4人の中で一番リーダーっぽいかもしれんな。
騎士道精神の持ち主ということか。
正面からの力勝負なら望むところだ。
紳士面した男なんて信用できたもんじゃねえけどな。急に狼になっちまうかもしれねえぞ。
Oh, hey, Pot.
真島くんってさ、ひょっとしてツッコミが欲しくてわざとボケてる？
何のことやら。
I mean, you did do that to your friends, didn't you?
気を許すのは迂闊だぜ。
いずれにしても高い実力を持っていることは確かだ。メンバー選出は君に任せる。君が適任だと思うものを選んでくれ。
I know I didn't show off Lid at all. I meant to. I just didn't. We're gonna go with Tao and Mashima this time, so I would show them off, but there's nothing to show off besides Tao getting stuck in the floor. But, having a red mobile suit and being called Flame is so not Gundam. Like, anywhere else I'd be like, yeah, whatever. But no. Why would anyone do that? Like, you would be the Crimson Lightning, or like, the wannabe Comet. But then again, you're actually red, not, you know, salmon pink. Oh. Okay, no, I was wrong again. Apparently, Rhymes was just the mobile worker shield. Okay. My bad. Retract my statement. But feel free to leave the comments there if you actually commented that. It's cool. I fully accept that I don't know my Gunpla. So the Turn A looks a bit weird, right? It's made by Sid Mead. Yeah, you know the Aliens guy? Yeah, he died recently, but he worked very closely with Bandai to make suits and has some of the funniest fucking notes ever. Like, he was just halfway through the, like, studying the show, like, how does this work? This makes no sense. It's so good. Yeah, he designed the Turn A, the Sumo. Yeah, the Turn A and the Sumo, I think, and also the Wad Doom. These are Mac knives. There's nothing to talk about with Mac knives. They're from Reconquista NG, or G-Reco, as most people call it. Oh wait, no, it's not Reconquista, it's Reconquista. Because Japanese mouths don't do good with the Q sound. And fuck Spanish history. Side note, the Reconquista was the Christian kingdoms finally uniting in northern Spain to drive out the Muslim invaders after they invaded Spain for 200 years. That being said, most of the people who reconquered Spain and did all the bad stuff weren't actually Spanish, they were mostly Italians and Northern Europeans. But that is neither here nor there. If you lie to the Spanish Inquisition, they will know, and they will send you to meet God. And he'll apologize for his backwards followers. He didn't tell them to do that, probably. This here is the Kabakali. I know I've already gone over Kutalin, so I won't bring it up too much. And then there's the the G-Recco over there, I think I might have already killed it. Yeah, oh no, he's still alive. So the G-Recco had things like, you know, torpedoes that could destroy the planet. And was also the most powerful mobile suit out there. Some say even more powerful than the Unicorn, which can send people back in time. I've probably said it before, but I'll say it again. The real trick to it is the turn A always wins. That is canon, so that is the most powerful mobile suit. The turn A can reduce everything between the Earth and Saturn to dust, if it wants to. And it very routinely does, going through the Earth and the nearby planets and reducing them to dust. Well, reducing them back 200 million years in the past, I think? The only downside to that is that it can't really affect life. So, if it, say, hits your mobile suit while you're flying in the air fighting the enemy, you fall 200 feet and die. But don't worry, it'll reduce you down to ash. Eventually the people on the moon figured out, well, the people of Earth who hid on the moon figured out that if you constantly repair your thing with nanites, that it can survive the turn A's nanites. Or at least I think Midnight Butterfly is been confirmed as nanites, right? Sorry, I'm letting them fight. Did they ever make a kit of the Zuda F? I kind of want a Zuda F. Then again, you could probably make a Zuda F, can't you? The Zuda F is a mobile suit from Noble Shroud, which is a manga / light or photo novel, or was it a light novel? I forget. It was some sort of novel, and then it got turned into a manga. And one of the things they did is they fixed the Zuda by plugging a bunch of Gion parts into it, and I think it looks really cool. Bullseye fires into rock. Come on, guys, you got this. Come on, guys, you got this. Yo, 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 yo. What? Holy shit. That was a rebound. Since when? Also, Gun Tank Loot Goblin. Yo, what the fuck? When did Rebow get here? Okay. I might actually have to redo my suit now. Oh, also the Doken Wolf. I'm not surprised that's in here, but I didn't think it was. I don't think we've seen that yet. So the Doken Wolf is basically the Zeon equivalent of the Gundam Mark V, which was a thing from Gundam Sentinel. It has like 8 weapons on it. It is very, very powerful with just built-in weapons. Oh right, I'm stun locked by a basic machine gun. Gotcha. It's very powerful just based off built-in weapons, including something called an incom, which is a non-new type use portable weapons device. Basically, giant guns on wires can be thrown out into space and used to shoot behind and around your enemies. They're very dangerous if you know how to use them. They get beat out by new type funnels, but you have to be a new type to use them, and that's not something you can easily do. Alright, I'm actually gonna redo my suit, I think. Especially if I can take off the forehead spike for the rebound. Or the forehead helmet thing. Maybe I'll throw a V-fin over it. I bet everyone else is like, yeah, it's been in your shop for like 6 weeks. What the fuck?
それでこそ四天王最強たる私の相手にふさわしい。さあ、ダメージを回復してやろう。貴様たちの全力を持ってかかってこい。
Was I damaged? I didn't notice. My bad.
私を楽しませてくれ。狙い撃つぜ。
The shoe has to drop on this or I'm gonna be real disappointed because this is the honorable guy who's hacking the game and cheating. Okay. I'm expecting like force clones and then like somebody else is gonna break in. Probably chaos. That being said, he's probably the one who's going to defect and help us in the end. I have a guess that it's him and Gustav. No. Actually, should you? You know, this guy's a lot harder because of grabs and stuff. Just because I can't do anything when he grabs me. It's not actually complex enemy-wise, it's just annoying. Dude, are you gonna go mobile armor form? Just like become a PG? I think that'd be really good.
バカがその程度で俺に勝ったつもりか。我が奥の手を見せてやろう。恐怖に震えるがいい。
Oh god, are you gonna go God Gundam? Oh, you did go mobile armor form. Nice.
モビルアーマー乱入だと？しかもネオジオングかよ。こんなのありか？大ありなんだな、これが。さあ、俺の真の力をとくと見るがいい。貴様らのガンプラ燃やし尽くしてやる。
This is the Neo Zeong. It's from Unicorn and or Narrative. It uses another mobile suit as like a control platform, which is really cool. Oh yeah, we've already fought this one, haven't we? Though I think it was the Stein version. The one that's painted white instead of red. Oops, my bad. If I remember correctly, the Neo Zeong is currently the heaviest model you can, or the heaviest gunpla you can get. there's a full armor or a full metal one that weighs, I think it's legitimately like 22 pounds or something. And it's also upwards of $900. I think it's a little cheaper in Japan, being only like 300 or 400, but it's incredibly expensive. Which, like, if you build one, all the respect to you. I've seen some people who bought Deep Strikers, and I couldn't do that, I'm sorry. There's like 50 or 60 different runners on those bitches. Remember, there's still going to be phase 2 where he like does the shield or whatever. Come on. Quit going above me, you asshole. Uh-huh. No, no, go behind him, please. As he was in the blade, I figured I would do more damage, but I apparently did not. Also, I still get the effect, but I was still getting the shivering, but I wasn't getting like the damage boost or anything anymore. I wanted to stab him in the face at the very end. Oh well. That was fun.
私は四天王最強の男なのだぞ。
いくらでかい相手でも戦いようはあるもんや。その期待は機動力に難ありやからね。
Also, when you do your abilities, I wouldn't suggest standing still. I think that was more your biggest weakness. Alright, we've gotten the Rondo of Fire.
この調子でどんどん行こうぜ。ざっとこんなもんだぜ。
君、ニュータイプなんとちゃう？
Alright, so now am I making a rebow with a mustache? I think I'm like legally obligated, aren't I? Yes. Rebow parts. It better be in the shop. Oh, it just ends. Alright.
Konnichiwa. キットはこちらになります。
No. No. I might have to grind it. I don't know.
Mission counter です。Mission. Hi.
Did I just miss it? Oh, we did get chapter 6. you have to go through like half of them to get it, or am I just blind? I'm gonna go with I'm just blind. Okay.
ミッションカセンいらっしゃ
I
いま
don't
せ
see a rebow, but
ミッションカウンターです
oh well. I'll figure that one out later. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, you should like. If not, I understand. Wow, I see how it is. All right. Good night, folks.